and welcome back to Sports the NEMO Way, the Los Angeles Dodgers episode. So yes, we'll be talking about the Dodgers starting nine, or at least thereabouts. All five of us are here for our final baseball episode for this topic. I'm glad to hear that. We got a pretty good team to talk about.
Finally.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Finally.
But that being said, I don't have any more stuff to go over, so let's get started. Drew, who is your Dodgers catcher?
Oh, well, my catcher is Roy Campanella.
Indeed it is.
Oh, shit. I didn't put him.
Oh, my God.
Did we put Campanella on their Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, because me and Wade were talking. How did I mispronounce it?
Yeah, you kept saying something.
Campanella. I said, can I get a... Because then we said something about Vente or something. I said, can I get a large Vente Campanella? I remember saying that now. So, yeah, somehow Starbucks got brought into our Dodgers Mount Rushmore episode. But, yeah, I've learned here
Vanilla.
many years later it's Campanella. But anyway, he's a Hall of Famer, 3-time MVP, 11-time All-Star. He won a World Series and a batting title. In his time in Brooklyn, he had 627 runs, 1,100 hits, 178 doubles, 242 home runs, 856 RBIs. He batted .276, on base 360, slugged .500 for an OPS of 860. He led. That's different. He led the league 1 year in RBIs with 142. His home runs, he had 41. He also had 41 home runs that year. That's one of his MVP years, I believe.
It is.
Yeah. But he was a solid, pretty good player for them back in the day. Part of their World Series back then that they won. I know they won a couple back then, and he was a part of one of them. So, and as everyone else does, I might as well. He's a November guy. But oh no, thumbs down, Wade.
Thumbs down.
But yeah, just because you don't have him doesn't mean you get. But yeah, I went with old Roy.
Don't get too many 3-time MVPs at catcher, so.
No, and a batting title as a catcher, you don't see that too often either.
Probably what, Joe Mauer?
That's probably yeah. That's the only other guy I can think of.
Well, the reason I didn't go with him is I went with Mike Piazza.
Oh, okay.
The Mike Piazza won his first, I think it's like 6 years or something like that with the Dodgers, and he just destroyed everyone. Once he played his first full season there and on, he made 5 straight All-Star appearances there, won 5 straight Silver Sluggers there. Won Rookie of the Year there. Had 2 straight seasons where he was second in MVP voting. Also has a 4th place and a 6th place. Yeah. And his batting averages there started off at 318, 319, 346, 336, and 362. And his home runs were 35, 24, 32, 36, and 40.
Well, wait, this is what I have to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
You were talking about MVP finishes, which is cool.
Yep.
But we got those 3 of those MVPs, you know?
Do you know how many MVPs that we talk about that guys don't deserve getting? Would you like to reminisce about those?
I'm just enjoying it. We have an argument. The last couple weeks it's been, we've got one guy at this position. We've got 2 Hall of Famers at catcher already.
Yeah. You know who the greatest hitting catcher of all time is, Alex? You want to talk about it? Because it's Mike Piazza. And it's not even close, because it's not that guy. Not even close to that guy.
It is not Roy Campanella. You're correct. But I will say this. I do like Mike Piazza. Anyway, we'll get to that later. Okay, we'll get to that later.
We are arguing prematurely.
Indeed.
Yeah, it could be a while before we...
All right, Uncle Doug. Who is your Dodgers first baseman?
I went with Gil Hodges.
Oh, I did not.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah, I figured.
It's going to be a rough night. The Dodgers are going to go.
Hall of Famer, 8-time All-Star, 2 World Series, 3 Gold Gloves. Played 16 years for the Dodgers. He had 1,884 hits, 294 doubles, 48 triples, 361 home runs, 1,254 RBIs, batted .274 with a .360 on base, .488 slug, .847 OPS. He played from 42 through 63 with a couple years off for military service. So, started in Brooklyn. He actually finished his career the last couple years with the Mets, but like 54 games and 11 games, and he was done.
Well, he was there when they moved, it looks like.
Yes, he was.
Well, from Brooklyn to L.A.
Yep.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Uncle Doug. I had him as my first baseman until a certain other player just popped in my head at one point, and that I had forgotten about. But I feel like it's a lot of 50s and 60s guys or modern day guys.
Yeah,
Right.
You go back and
Exactly.
forth between which ones you want.
Yep. I agree.
But
What way do you are up? Do you want to give us your guy?
I have Freddie Freeman.
So do I.
That's who I have.
Oh, okay.
Just the modern day guy.
It depends on what website I had. Whether you want an old guy or a young guy, and I was like, I like Freddie.
You already you want to read his stuff up? I don't have him pulled up on my phone yet.
Now, this is all not necessarily with LA, but he is an MVP, a 9-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champ, Gold Glove, 3-time Silver Slugger, World Series MVP. His career numbers are 300, 386, 511 for 897 OPS, with 367 home runs, 1,300 runs, 1,300 RBIs. Now, that is obviously his whole career, which a big chunk of it is with Atlanta. His numbers in Dodgerland, he's hit 310, 391, 516 for a 907 OPS. In those 4 years, he's hit 96 home runs, 381 RBIs. Believe it or not, he's stole 51 bases in 4 years. That's kind of surprising. He's had a little over 700 hits, 181 doubles, and led the league in doubles twice while he's been in with the Dodgers. He's also led the league in hits once, runs once, and on base percentage once. He's also had 2 top 5 MVP finishes while he's there, and been voted on the other 2 years. And he's won 2 or 3 World Series there. 2.
2.
Yeah, 1 with Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 in Atlanta, 2 in LA back to back.
Yeah. And probably another one this year.
It's looking like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
They just won the World Series and got better.
a lot of people don't say that. Most time championship teams don't. Yeah.
And last year they were
hurt.
They were hurt a lot. It wasn't just like 1 or 2 guys. Like half their team was hurt.
Yeah, I would say him, Mookie, some of the other guys missed. The only one that really played all year was Shohei.
But he only played offense all year.
Yeah, but
Like,
he
he
didn't
could pitch.
pitch.
He couldn't pitch for like the first half of the season.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Freddie Freeman, pretty studly guy.
I
And-
like Freddie, too.
And he's pretty likable. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
I like Freddie.
All right, I think we're to me for second base, which I have Jackie Robinson.
Same here.
Yep, I have Jackie as well.
I do too.
Although Jackie Robinson may not be the, once in a lifetime superstar that hits a home run every time at bat and steals bases all the way around to home every time he gets on base, that, some stories make him out to be. He was a pretty good baseball player. He's a Hall of Famer, an MVP, Rookie of the Year, 7-time All-Star, World Series champion. I do believe the same World Series that Campanella won. And he has a batting title. He played 11 years in the league, 10 of which with Brooklyn. In those 10 years, he batted .311, 409, 476 for an 883 OPS, which is pretty dang good for a second baseman. He had 1,500 hits, 273 doubles, 54 triples, 137 home runs, 700 RBIs, 197 stolen bases, which is all very nice, but that also means that he averaged 19 stolen bases and 13 home runs a year. No, not 80 or 90 or 200. He had some nice seasons. Like I said, he had an MVP season where he won the batting title, batting 342. He led the league with 37 stolen bases. He also led the league with caught stealing at 16, which is almost 50%. So, by the way, do you guys know who the all-time leader is for somebody that's stolen more than 100 bases and success rate?
Oh.
I saw this the other day, and I was surprised. It's not like couldn't steal bases, but I was surprised he's the all-time leader at percentage.
It's someone weird. I'm not going to think of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Carlos Beltran.
Oh.
That's where I saw it. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go again, talking about Beltran and his all-around numbers.
Yeah.
I know I saw it recently.
Mm-hmm.
So I must have read it during someone who made the Hall of Fame.
All right. Well, that was unanimous, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Drew, you got a third baseman for us?
Yeah, I went with Ron Say.
Yep. That's what I did.
That's how you say his last
I
name.
did not. I think it is how you say his name.
Yeah,
I
Ron
did
Say.
not go with that.
Okay. Yeah, that's who I went with. He was a Dodger for 12 years, 6-time All-Star. He's part of the 81 World Series team, World Series MVP. In his time in L.A., 715 runs, 1,300 hits, 223 doubles, 228 home runs, 842 RBIs, batted .264, on base .359, .445, and .804 OPS. So he was pretty solid for them, and he was there for another one of their World Series. So let's see here.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, he's a pretty good Dodger. And Uncle Doug, you said you had him too?
Yep.
Wade, did you?
No, I had a different guy.
Wade, who's your third baseman then?
I threw Steve Garvey over there.
That's where I have him too.
Again, another guy that played for the Dodgers for about a little over a decade. Had a nice little run there through the prime of his career where he was a pretty elite hitter. I mean, for a stretch there, he gets over 100 RBIs. Let's see here. 5 out of 7 seasons. In the other 2 seasons, he has 95 and 80. He's going to hit you 20 to 30 home runs throughout his prime. Has like 4 or 5 seasons of at least 200 hits. Just a good all-around guy. He's an MVP, a 10-time All-Star, won a World Series, 4-time Gold Glover, and a 2-time NLCS MVP. Drew, Clemente Award.
There it is. Alex, I went over this last episode. I feel like every episode we've had a Clemente Award winner. I feel like every week at some point it gets mentioned. There it is.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just he was kind of a bad. I'm surprised he's not in the Hall of Fame, to be honest. But apparently he didn't make it. He got some gnarly accolades for not making the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he was a regular season MVP. Ended his career with 2,600 hits, over 270 homers, over 1,300 RBIs, career batting average just below 300. I mean, yeah, just a good all-around guy.
Yeah. I didn't realize he played third base. I always remember Steve as the first baseman.
It has him at first base first, and it says first and third.
Yeah, because I almost put him in first.
That kind of just, I guess me and Alex are just playing around with it a little more.
Well, maybe you don't know it, but I'm always fine with some playing around.
I mean, he played almost 200 games at third base in his career.
Yeah.
so-
That's not crazy to
Right,
say.
It's not like he
Yeah.
won.
Right.
He played the position, Alex. They count. A major league game.
I mean, he did play one game at shortstop in his career
Oh.
and one game in right field.
Boy.
Okay.
That's what it says. But yeah, so that's everybody's third baseman now. All right, so who are we? I think we're at Uncle Doug for shortstop.
Oh, I gotta look this up now. I fell behind. I have Pee Wee Reese.
That's who I have too.
Yep.
Same here.
Yep, I got him.
Need me help?
No, I just gotta type it in.
Okay.
Lost track there, Dad. Of like
Well, I
we
went
were in.
to check on some other things.
I was scrambling too there. I got lost there for a minute.
That's all right.
Hall of Famer, 10-time All-Star, 55 World Series. Didn't play 3 years for military service. Started in Brooklyn in 1940. Retired in 58 after the first year in L.A. So he did play some. He was there for the transition. He had 2,170 hits, 330 doubles, 80 triples, 126 home runs, 885 RBIs, 232 stolen bases, with a batting average of 269, with a 366 on base, 377 slug, 743 OPS. He was top 5 MVP once, but he was top 10 several more times and got MVP votes for a good chunk of his career. And like I said, 10-time All-Star. So
I even just scooted towards me and it just didn't happen.
I will say, I was looking at this team after I made it, because I obviously have Pee Wee Reese as well. And I was like, man, he's kind of the weak link.
yeah.
And I have an idea to throw at you guys later to maybe fix that.
Okay.
Well, I know. So I got to, obviously I know who Pee Wee Reese is, but obviously I'm not an expert on 50s and 60s baseball. So I got to looking at him, and I was like, okay, this guy's a Hall of Famer. He's got a ton of All-Star appearances. And Uncle Doug said he was finishing high in MVP voting a lot. His numbers don't really draw you in.
269 with no home runs, not a lot of stolen bases, and no Gold Gloves.
Well, there's the trick. I was trying to figure out why he was so revered and why he was thought of as being so good. The Gold Glove didn't come around until his second to last year in the league. He was considered the best shortstop. He was considered the best defensive shortstop in the league throughout his career, and he was considered like a magician at short. And that's why he got a bunch of these amazing things. And he was considered the leader of these Dodger teams that were winning World Series. And one of the reasons why he's so beloved, he was one of the people that helped transition Jackie Robinson into baseball.
Yeah, he's the one they show in the movie
Yeah.
that goes over to Jackie and puts his arm around
I guess there was a petition that a lot of the team was passing around trying to sign to get Jackie kicked off the team, and he was the first person that refused to sign it and told people to knock it off,
Right.
and kind of set people straight. And so not only is he beloved for being a good person, but apparently he was quite the magician with the glove as well. So that made more sense after I read all that.
Yeah.
And his offensive numbers are solid, but they're not
Just
just like Hall of
nothing's-
Fame
not-
worthy.
Yeah. No, nothing startling.
Yeah, but so it made more sense once I read all that. But
Yeah, in the movie, he's the one. I think they're in Cincinnati. He's like, yeah, I got family up there, and they're probably not going to like me, but it's the right thing to do. Like, he goes over to Jackie, tells him it's all right, puts his arm around him. Like,
so he apparently was a very good person. So more power to him.
old Rudy Gobert missing the pass. What a
Capo Rudy.
what a loser.
I was waiting for a response a while back when I sent someone in the group message. It says Joker has a 20-point triple-double, a 30-point triple-double, a 40-point triple-double, a 50-point triple-double, all against Rudy Gobert. And I sent that in the message, and I said, Drew, your boy's giving a hella triple-doubles every time he sees Joker.
But wait, he's this all-time defensive guy.
Dude, he's...
And
Dude,
this
seriously, this is the scary thing, man, is 20 years from now, if all of... not necessarily you, Uncle Doug, he's already here, but if our kids are sitting here doing a podcast, they might look up Rudy Gobert on Basketball Reference and be like, this might be the greatest defensive player of all time.
they better not bring on Dad Drew or Grandpa Drew. I'll come in my can. I'm like, you whippersnapper. Let me tell you about Rudy Gobert. He sucks.
Rudy sucks.
He sucks.
I mean, he's got 4 Defensive Player of the Years. He's on the all-defensive team like every year.
Let me tell you what,
Like-
he was a liability in the playoffs, you young kids. You didn't see it. I watched him and Donovan Mitchell lose because he scored 0 and played no defense.
Well, I think, yeah, we don't need to go down this rabbit hole. But
It's
yeah.
probably going to be more like Drew's got senility, and it's like, Oh yeah, I used to love Gobert back in the day.
I got his audible. I got his.
They're gonna find the book and my T-shirt. They're gonna be like, Dad, who's this Gobert guy? I'm like, let's
They're
go
like,
burn
Dad,
it.
you were a secret fan?
I'm like, text your cousin Alex. He'll know.
Like, damn, Dad, I liked him too.
Like, our kids are gonna look at Basketball Reference and see Akeem Olajuwon has 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards and Gobert has 4, and they're like, he was twice the defender of the dream.
Oh, jeez.
Or but like guys like Shaq and Jabbar that have 0.
Yeah. It's gonna be like Rudy Gobert and Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace are just better than everybody.
I'll give him my boy Dwight.
Well, he's got 3, but yeah.
Oh
I
gosh.
think Ben's got 4.
Well,
He might.
there are narratives and
Mutombo might
stuff
have
like
only had
that.
3.
If you only look like at box scores, like in any sport, it's totally different than actually watching stuff.
It really is. That's sometimes we get wrapped up in our MVP conversations, and when we just look at stats and
You gotta go back to the narratives of the year.
Yeah.
Who's doing what?
there's a lot more stuff that goes into it. But anyway, we're talking about baseball.
I just saw Rudy and he missed the pass, and I couldn't resist.
He misses a lot of passes.
All right. Well, that being said, it's to me for left field. I went with a current guy, but not a current Dodger. I have Cody Bellinger in left field.
Okay, I gotta make sure who we got where.
I do not have Bellinger. My outfield's a mess. But
I don't have Bellinger. I know that, but I got to figure out my positions here.
He won an MVP while playing for the Dodgers. He won Rookie of the Year while playing for the Dodgers. He went to a couple All-Star games with the Dodgers. He won World Series with the Dodgers. He won a Gold Glove and 2 Silver Sluggers with the Dodgers. He has an NLCS MVP. I don't know if that's with the Dodgers, but I assume it is.
it's gotta be. Is that the only other National League team play? Because now he's in the American League.
Well, he played for the Cubs, but I don't think they went anywhere.
No, they
Yeah.
don't think they were good when he was no.
Yeah, so it had to been with them. He had some big seasons. A 39 home run season, a 47 home run season, with the Dodgers. He was there for 6 years, by the way, first 6 years of his career. He did kind of have a stinker there at the end, and then it's kind of rejuvenated his career.
Did he just get paid? Didn't the Yankees just pay him?
Yeah, like 180 million or something
Yeah,
like that.
I was like,
over
what?
like 4 years. It
Yeah, I was
wasn't
like, it's like, huh? Like, I knew he like kind of brought it back, but I was like, it wasn't like that kind of money. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, he had 29 home runs last year. Had an 813 OPS. I mean, it was a good year, but it wasn't like holy shit year. But yeah, I went with Bellinger. I will say the Dodgers outfield is not as strong as you think it would
Yeah,
be
no,
for
it's
like a
not.
blue blood franchise.
No, it's not.
It
I mean,
absolutely is not.
I struggled to find. Well, obviously I didn't. I have Cody Bellinger, but like I was like, I'll be able to find 3 Hall of Famers. Nope, I didn't.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, Drew, who do you have in left field?
I put Duke Snider in left field.
I did too.
Same here.
He's my center fielder.
Center field.
Oh, okay.
Well, he is a Hall of Famer. He's one of the guys. He's an 8-time All-Star. He was on 2 of their World Series team. He won a Major League Player of the Year. He spent all but 2 years in Brooklyn/LA. He was actually there for the transition. He had over 1,200 runs, almost 2,000 hits, 343 doubles, 389 home runs, 1,200 RBIs, batted 300, 384 on base, 553 slug, 936 OPS. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Finished top 4 in MVP voting 3 times. He had a second, a third, and a fourth place finish votes. It's not like I don't know what kind of defender he was because obviously the Gold Gloves weren't there yet. But I mean,
He played 1,600 games in center field.
so
I feel like he did all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel if you play that many, you're not a liability.
Yeah.
They're keeping you
Yeah.
out there for that long.
Yeah.
So he led the league in hits once with 199, runs 3 times, home run once with 43. He went on a little run here with home runs. He had a 42, a 40, 42, 43, and 40. And then he had a little RBI run of 126, 130, 136 was led the league, then a 101. So, I mean, he was pretty good. He had a couple seasons of OPSs up in the thousands, so he was pretty solid for him.
I thought this was like maybe the easiest pick for the Dodgers. Like Duke Snider has to be one of your 3 outfielders because He's like their only Hall of Fame outfielder.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not like he doesn't, like Drew just said. I mean, it's not like he has bad numbers. He has almost a 300 batting average with 400 home runs.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you can't almost, I mean, for his career and, like you said, almost 400 home runs, he batted 300. You can't complain about that.
Yeah.
And like Alex said, over 1,600 games in center field. He's doing something right.
Yeah.
They're not putting you in center field that many times if you're not catching the ball.
On a contender. I mean, they won 2 World Series.
Yeah.
And it's not like he was on a cellar dweller just out there chilling. So, I mean, he only has 66 WAR, but I mean,
Oh, jeez. Here we go. Yeah.
but anyway, we all had Duke Snider, just in different spots.
Yep.
All right, Uncle Doug, who's your center fielder?
I have Willie Davis in center field.
That's who I have.
2-time All-Star. 2 World Series, 3 Gold Gloves. Played most of his career in L.A., 14 of the 17, 18 year, 19, something like that. He bounced around the last couple of years and played a lot of different places. But in L.A., he had 2,091 hits. So he's part of the 2,000 club, 321 doubles, 110 triples, 154 home runs, 849 RBIs with 335 stolen bases. He batted .279 with a .312 on base, .413 slug, and a .725 OPS. He got MVP votes, but they weren't a lot. And his 3 Gold Gloves came late in his career in L.A.
All righty. Well, Wade, I think we're missing your center fielder.
Yeah, my guy's kind of similar to theirs. I have Matt Kemp.
I thought about Matt Kemp.
He was
As did I.
he was their best player when I was younger.
Almost had a 40-40 season.
Yeah, it was 1 home run away, I believe. Yep, 39 homers, 40 stolen bases that year. He's a 3-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glover, and a 2-time Silver Slugger. He was just a 5-tool player for a handful of years, and his career kind of abruptly ends in his early 30s, and I'm not sure what happened to him there. He technically doesn't retire until he's 35, but his career is pretty much over by 33. I'm not sure why, but he puts up hella numbers before that. For a shorter career, he still ends up with 1,800 hits, almost just a little under 300 home runs, over 1,000 RBIs, while stealing almost 200 bases in the 180s. He was just a 5-tool player for a long time, and just unfortunately couldn't stick it out to accumulate better numbers for his career totals. But I mean, had over 100 RBIs in his career, 4 or 5 times, hit over 30 home runs multiple times, over 20 home runs like 6 or 7 times. Stole over 30 bases 3 times. Yeah, led the league in home runs and RBIs 1 year and runs scored. He's just a good all-around guy.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised to see old Matt Kemp.
Some of those guys that are like that, it kind of sucks because they were really, really good. But with baseball, your career totals matter so much that if your career ends a little too short, he's just kind of...
He was another guy I liked to play with. He was kind of his heyday on my first MLB game that I had on my PlayStation.
Same here.
He was fun to play with. Like I said, he was in the outfield with him, Justin Upton, and right field. I'm trying to remember who's my left fielder.
Well, the Dodgers had Andre Ethier.
Oh yeah, I remember. I didn't use him, but I remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's funny how some of those guys you recognize just because you see them in your game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think. Oh,
Then right after Matt Kemp was Yasiel Puig came up. Remember?
yes, yeah.
He was a
yeah.
sensation for a couple years.
Yeah.
And he fell off.
Oh, yes, Puig.
He was exciting. He did a bunch of stupid stuff, but he was exciting.
He was done. He did some weird.
He did some stupid stuff. He was like really good for a couple years, and people figured out that he couldn't hit certain pitches, and things didn't go very well after that.
He wasn't as good as the fielder as everyone thought he was.
He had a cannon, but he made really stupid mistakes in the outfield, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. No, I just saw something on Matt Kemp's Baseball Reference page that's cracked me up. So he was born September 23rd, 1984, in a Midwest city.
Okay.
City, Oklahoma.
Black Ops.
What is it?
The Bison.
The Bison. It was like he was a huge guy.
I don't know.
Maybe he
They
was
call
slow
me the Bison.
Well, that is weird.
because I'm slow.
But he wasn't though. I
Who
don't know.
was it? Oh,
He was
Bison aren't slow when they get going.
Maybe he had slow interviews. I
don't
did
know.
good tonight. I hit ball good.
I throw a ball.
I throw ball.
I steal base. I steal base very well.
Very
I
good
guess
night.
Bisons are. I'm not gonna say.
Must eat steak.
all
Okay.
right.
Yeah, this
Must go-
conversation got real stupid.
Must go roam in the prairie.
All right, are we? Are we?
We're missing right field.
All right. Nobody has a right fielder yet.
No.
No, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hope it's all the same guy.
My right fielder is Mookie Betts.
Same here.
Yep, same here.
Same here.
Yeah.
I thought that was fairly easy, unless you were going to move him to center because of his Gold Gloves. But
Yeah.
Mookie is a MVP, 8-time All-Star, 4-time World Series champ, 6-time Gold Glover, 7-time Silver Slugger. He has a batting title, Major League Player of the Year, Wilson Overall Defensive Player of the Year, and a Clemente Award.
There it
There
is.
we go.
He's an October guy.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Way to give you guys the thumbs down.
In his 6 years in Dodgerland, he's hit 278, 363, 505 for an 867 OPS. He's hit 152 home runs, 443 RBIs, stole 70 bases. He's had a little over 800 hits, 165 doubles. He's been a pretty good player for them, or really good player for them. He's also been very versatile. He played this entire season at shortstop for the Dodgers. Last year, he played like half the season at second base.
He's good at it too.
Yeah, he's very good at it.
Yeah.
That's a big postseason, hasn't he? Like a
He
couple
had-
years ago, didn't he have a huge one?
Yeah, this year was probably his worst one, but like
Didn't he
last year,
dominate like one of their first couple World Series of this generation?
Let's look.
I thought he tore it up during one of them.
so besides his last one, normally he does show up in the postseason.
It says not like in 2024, not this last one, 2025, that he hit 290 with 4 home runs.
Solid. Bless you.
Excuse me. And then the first one with the Dodgers, it says he hit 296 with 2 home runs, stole 6 bases.
I guess it's the one where he got the 4 home runs and the 16 RBIs.
Yeah.
I mean, 16 RBIs is pretty good for a playoff run.
Mm-hmm.
And you know they're getting a bye in the first round, so they're playing straight to the divisional round.
Maybe it was just a series where he went nuts that I remember watching. I thought I watched one of the games actually at your house. We were there for something, I don't know. Maybe it was just there was one playoff series where he went buck wild or something.
It could be.
It's just weird sometimes to look at playoff stats. You really don't. Sometimes you just have a couple good games, and then
Well, I mean, that's the other thing about the reference pages is I don't remember if it's football or basketball. They break it down by series, but in the baseball, it's just by year.
yeah, it's just by your whole playoff run.
Yeah.
You are right. I'm trying to remember. I think it's football. I think football they play each like playoff game, wild card, divisional, championship, Super Bowl.
So anyway, the Mookie Betts in right field was unanimous. So we're done with our outfield. So I think we're to Drew
It's about time, Wade. Been waiting
for,
all these weeks.
for a DH.
Just like my guy does. Shohei Ohtani. It's my DH.
Yeah, same here.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, he's been in LA for 2 years. Well, he's been in LA his whole career. He just went to the Dodgers for 2 years and 2 World Series, 2 MVPs, 2 Silver Sluggers. He has 2 Major League Players of the Year. Don't know where they're here or there. He has an NLCS MVP, which is there. He led the league in runs both years. He led the league in home runs 1 year. Well, his 2 years in LA, he's had 54 and 55 home runs. And then the 1 year he had 130 RBIs, 102. He's just done some crazy stuff in LA already. I mean, in 2 years, like you said, already hit 100 home runs in 2 years, over 200 RBIs in 2 years. He stole 80 bases in 2 years. He's batting .296 on base of .391, slug of .634, and an OPS of over 1,000
In 2 years.
in 2 years. I mean, like it's
wild.
if
What
he-
him and Judge have been doing is kind of nuts.
yeah. I mean, if he can keep this up, like he's already. I think Alex asked us all earlier, like a couple months ago. He's second all time in MVPs. He's only behind Barry Bonds. Like he's by himself. I mean, he still has to win 3 more with Ketchberry, but like if he keeps this pace up, he easily could. Especially now if he's going to start pitching again, he might get a Cy Young if he has a wild year.
That's the thing. Something that's bothered me here recently is, if he's pitching, he's far and away more valuable than anybody else in the league.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you can't contest that. But like, you used to get docked so harshly for being a DH. You stood no chance of winning an MVP until Shohei did it. And they're like, you know
now-
what? We're just going to give it to him anyway. It doesn't matter. He's just a DH.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, no, guys have hit like 55 home runs, drove in 140 runs as a DH, and you're like, yeah, but he doesn't play the field, so he can't be an MVP.
There's a couple years with the guy you brought up earlier for the Astros was by far the best hitter in the league for a year or two, and they wouldn't give him. He always finished like 3rd or 4th in the MVP because he DH for the Astros. Big Papi had huge seasons where he didn't get it. Frank Thomas had big seasons where they wouldn't give him any recollection.
Or Jim Tomei.
Jim Tomei, like
Yeah.
these are all great. I mean, obviously, what's his name's still playing, so he's not an all-time great yet. But all those other guys are all in the 500-600 home run club. Like, have super high career on base percentages. Poppy's one of the greatest postseason players ever. Like, these are not just slouches. These are all-time great guys who'd never stood a chance. And then, yeah, I get what you're saying. It is very frustrating because then they also give him like a WAR of like 10 or 11 when he's DHing, and it's just like this clearly makes no sense.
Yeah, how is that even possible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Who knows? Like Matt Kemp earlier, who was a 5-tool player. His career WAR is 21.
Yeah.
It's wild.
He has Gold Gloves, Silver Sluggers, almost had a 40-40 season.
I'm sorry, Sorry, Wade. He falls below the Baines meter.
It's just like,
The Baines.
War
Man.
is just
And heard that in a couple months.
I'm telling you, I really think it was created for Mike Trout.
yeah.
I'm not lying. I think it was.
It's weird. I know that.
Otani's WAR so far in his career is 35,
It's really not all that high.
which is below the Baines meter, by the way.
Oh, give him another.
Give him a year.
Yeah, I say probably another year.
I was actually close. 2 years ago, it was 9.2 when he DH'd.
What was it this last year?
6.6 when he pitched half the year.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how does he have a lower? Well, I mean, I know his years weren't exactly the same, but like, I mean, his offensive year wasn't quite as great this last year.
It was still amazing, though,
They're still great.
Still 50 some home runs and 100 RBIs.
Yeah.
with a high batting average and on base percentage. Like, I don't know. We don't have to go down this rabbit hole, but
He's done some amazing things. I'm trying to think. What was that one playoff game? Was it like Game 4 of like the NLCS this year? He had like what 3 or 4 home runs,
and pitched.
and he pitched.
And pitched,
And he pitched.
yeah.
Yeah.
With, like, was it 6 shutout innings?
I think it
or
was
something
6
like
shot innings and what 3 home runs. I think.
Yeah.
It's something crazy.
I'm trying to remember who it was
that?
against.
Lots of
It's
people.
the
think-
Brewers.
Oh, you're right. It was the
Yeah.
Brewers.
Yeah, it was
There were
some.
people calling it the greatest game of all time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah,
that's
it was amazing.
kind of crazy.
I mean, it'd be pretty hard to beat.
It
Yeah.
would. It
3
really
home
would.
Yeah.
runs, 6 shutout innings.
yeah.
And I
I
think
mean, you're
part of
at
the-
that point, you're basically winning the game by yourself. You're
You
pitching
really are.
and you're driving in your own runs. Like that's
Yeah.
I think part of the reason maybe that they're talking more about DH and MVP is because it's the whole league now.
That could be. That
Some
because
of
the
those guys
National
we
League guys
talked
didn't get
about
to do it.
Back then, it was always just American League. The National League didn't have it, and
Narrative wise, I
That's a
think
good
you're right. I
point.
think you're spot on. But the
I bet
part
you're
of
right.
that makes sense to me is just because everything is calculated off WAR now.
right,
know,
and
we-
that's
So I don't understand how he got his career best WAR on a season where he DH'd.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
that's the
That makes
part-
no sense.
But narrative wise, I think you're correct. I think it now being league wide is looked at very differently.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm sure all the
Right.
National League writers like, well, we're not giving it to a guy that doesn't play
Right.
the field.
Yeah, they
when
weren't-
our
they
guys
weren't
have
gonna
to play
vote
the
for
field.
DH.
I think that's
That makes. I
that's
didn't even think about that.
a good point.
So
I don't know. It's just silly.
don't look.
What do you
this is the good-
mean?
that's a good
That's
play.
the good play, Dad. You don't look.
No, I don't care. I will until.
We're both at home together at the end of the
I know,
day
we
watching the
are.
Super Bowl.
Out of all honesty, though, Uncle Doug, what the fuck were the defenders doing?
No,
My secondary
No.
sucks.
no, I was.
I've been saying that all year.
I
I've
can't
been saying
remember.
it for 2 or 3 years.
I can't remember who I said to yesterday or the day before, but I was like, here's what I think. That was a crazy play. You know, I'm not taking anything against Caleb Williams, but only the worst safety in fucking football doesn't run over there when the ball's in the air for 10 fucking seconds.
Oh, I
The ball
know.
was in the air forever. He's
They're
on his
terrible.
back foot, falling down, shooting, throwing the ball as high as humanly possible to try and get it 55
Well,
yards.
only
down the
4
field.
guys are after him, and
I
there's
don't know what was going
and there's 5 guys pass blocking Caleb. So that means there can only be 5 receivers and 7 of them. So someone
like-
should be getting double
Yeah,
teamed.
The fact that no safety got over there to help that corner, who's guarding a guy like 6 inches taller than him to begin with,
Right.
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
like, is insane to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we gotta get pictures out here, guys.
Yep.
I don't.
Oh,
Who just
that.
did Shohei?
It's me.
All right, so it's Uncle Doug. All right,
Yep. Which I love that it's me because
it's really easy.
this is pretty easy. I went with Sandy
Of
Koufax.
course.
Yeah.
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 His numbers are even dumber.
I mean, his numbers are just. Of course, he's in the Hall of Fame. He's got an
Of course.
MVP,
He said, of course.
3 Cy Youngs, 3 Triple Crowns, 7 All Stars, 4 World Series, 2 World Series MVPs, 5 ERA titles, and 2 Major League Players of the Year.
And he did all that in 12 years.
Yeah, in 12 years. He won the ERA title the last 5 years he pitched. It was 2.5, 1.8, 1.7, 2.0, and 1.7.
And then he's
That's what
done.
always killed me is his last season. He had a 1.7 ERA through 323 innings
27 and 9.
at 27 and 9, and he's done.
Yeah, and he's done. Started 41 games and had 317 strikeouts. Of course, the year before he had 382.
What's also wild, but in both those years, 27 complete games,
Yeah, it's. I mean,
8
just.
shutouts and 5 shutouts. Like,
I mean, he's amazing.
He is. I mean, the only reason we're not saying Sandy Koufax is the greatest pitcher of all time, and it's not like pretty standard, is longevity.
Right? Yeah, it's just the 12 years.
I mean, some people still throw it out there.
talk about like
Yeah.
prime utter dominance, like throughout like just a little short span. It's him.
Yeah.
Like, you just take someone's prime,
Well, he's left-handed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could,
that too.
I mean, him and Randy Johnson are probably the 2 greatest left-handed pitchers of all time.
I mean, just watch. Just type into YouTube Sandy Koufax curveball.
Yeah.
It's the things he does to hitters is just stupid.
Did you see his nickname? The left arm of God. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool nickname.
By the way, Wade, he's a December guy.
Who did I get earlier?
Wade.
Oh, I got Ozzie Smith earlier. Oh, I have been judged.
Hey, we don't give thumbs downs to Sandy Koufax. I mean, come on now. Come on.
That's right.
I'll give you a left-handed thumbs down.
Well, Wade, I think you have a pretty big meatball here too, personally. So,
Oh,
who's your relief pitcher, buddy?
I got Jansen.
Yep.
Oh, do you really?
Me too.
Yeah, I went with Jansen too.
I did not.
Oh no.
Apparently, it wasn't a meatball, Albert.
Okay.
Hang on, I gotta get my phone back up to date here. Well, he's actually kind of. I know he's a modern day closer, but he's kind of put himself in a pretty rarefied air with his numbers. To be honest, he's got a career ERA of 2.5 with 476 saves. He's climbing up all the excuse me, all the all-time lists, and he's just been a dominant closer pretty much his entire career, and he spent almost all of it with the Dodgers until the last handful of years where he's jumped around.
He's just jumping around, adding to his totals.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't care. He spent a year with the Red Sox, and like he would leave in the middle of games. He would like by the end of the year, the whole clubhouse hated him. You know, but he's just like
He doesn't care at this point.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
He's just adding to his saves total when
I
he
mean,
can.
I'm not trying to be weird about it or anything, but like I feel like we see this a lot with like Latino players. where they're just like, "Hey, I'm here to have fun." Like, oh, if it's not fun, I'm out. I'm leaving. Like,
Yeah.
like
Especially
we talked about Yasiel Puig earlier.
If I get cold,
Yeah,
like if I don't like the cold, I'm going home.
Mm-hmm.
He was gnarly though. I mean, just with the Dodgers, 12 seasons, his ERA was 2.3. So I mean, with 350 saves, I mean that in just those 12 seasons is it's pretty much Hall of Fame worthy almost. And after this year, he should be at over 500 saves for his career. He has a winning record for his career by a pretty wide margin. I mean, he's putting himself up there with the top closers of all time.
Where's he at this year?
He played for the Angels this past year.
Angels.
But I'm sure it was a 1-year deal. So I'm sure he's a free agent right now. Then he had 2 years of Boston, 1 year in Atlanta, and the rest of it was Dodgers. But, yeah. So who, oh, never mind. I know who you're going to pick.
Yeah, Eric Gagne. He had the greatest 3-season stretch in the history of baseball as a relief pitcher, and he had it with the Dodgers. He won a Cy Young as a closer.
That's so stupid, though. It's not like he should have actually won it.
That sounds like some jealousy there, Wade.
No, this kid is throwing nonsense around.
He won a Cy Young.
And it was retarded. You don't win a Cy Young as a closer. That's so stupid. I know people have actually accomplished it, but it's dumb.
I was going to say, I think 3 people have accomplished it, not just Eric Gagne.
I'm a closer. I'm going to come in and throw an inning, and I'm going to get a Cy Young. That's
Hey, he pitched in 77 games, Wade, and threw 82 innings. So he didn't just come in for 1 inning every time.
Oh, I'm going to pitch an inning and a half.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What was that streak he went on where he has the record for longest streak without giving up a run? And
Yeah, it's something.
it's over multiple seasons. Like,
Yes.
it's ridiculous.
It was something crazy.
Crap.
I can't remember. Was it a run or was it? No.
And then he has those that epic battle with Bonds, and then Bonds ends up hitting it out in McCovey Cove.
Yes.
Steroids against steroids. Yeah. Which roided out monster was going to win? Bonds.
Most times Bonds.
Yeah. The guy with the on base percentage of like 843 or something. Yeah.
843.
He was actually born on your mom's birthday, January 7th.
We don't give January any love on this pod.
No. Not normally.
Yeah, not right now. I don't. I hate fucking January.
I mean, right? It's really warm outside.
No, I fucking hate this shit. Should stay in Hawaii.
I'm with you there, Rick.
Should have stayed in Hawaii.
Hawaii. Go back to the island, right?
I need to.
Get some new questions for next season.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got our guys up here.
There's a lot of guys up there.
There is. We did not agree on a lot of positions today in this one.
Well, I'll start us off. I will switch to Freddie Freeman at first.
Oh, okay.
That puts Freddie in.
Holy crap! Listen to that wind.
Oh,
I'll come off Gagne and come to Jansen. That's fine.
Look at that.
oh boy. I just looked
Making
back at
headway.
I just looked back at the catchers and I remembered our little.
I thought me and Alex were going to go at it about catcher and relief pitcher for a minute.
No, it's just catcher.
Beginning and the end. Well, I have a proposition for the catching
Uh-oh.
situation.
Well,
That's fine.
before we get to that, I will switch from Ron Say to Steve Garvey. I mean, if I had realized that Garvey played third, I think Garvey's a better player than Say.
Well, I guess I'm going there.
Sorry, guys.
Come on over.
So two
I
to
mean,
Garvey.
We
huh?
got an MVP with 5 Gold Gloves, Drew. I mean, come on.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I'll take that.
Okay.
All right, so I did a lot of thinking about this, guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
And Wade did have a good point that Piazza mashed during his time in L.A. Not to say that Campanella did not.
Right.
So we do have 2 all-time great catchers here. Obviously, we can't have both of them catch. So my thought process is if we move Piazza to DH, we take Ohtani and put him in right field, where he's played 7 career games, by the way. And he played a lot of outfield in Japan. And then we take Mookie Betts and move him to shortstop and get rid of our shortstop that can't hit. We do have a lot more offensive punch than we do right now.
I don't mind it. Kind of an interesting idea.
I mean, Ohtani did play the outfield. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, that would make their offense pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I like it all. I'm ready for you to explain it all again to Ray. Ray was lost like halfway
So Piazza go to the DH.
Oh, no, not the Buffalo again. Or the Bison.
All right. So Campanella the catcher, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then Piazza the DH.
Uncle Doug, did you agree? By the way, I don't think I heard you talk.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
He's circling
DH.
names.
Okay. Yeah, DH.
And then Ohtani's going to what position?
Right field.
Right field. Okay, we got that.
That was good thinking, Alberta.
And then I'm taking out
You're taking out Reese.
Reese.
Is this our first time we've ever gotten rid of a unanimous guy?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So then who
I
you
feel like we've
putting
done
at
some
sh-
weird stuff before.
I don't
And then
think
Betts is going to shortstop.
not a
That's
unanimous
what I'm
guy
saying.
though, Wade.
You think so? You don't think?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever. Once unanimous, we leave him alone. I don't think we've ever gotten rid of a guy that's unanimous.
I thought there was a couple times where we just came up with someone. We're like, you know what? Fuck that guy. We're putting this
That,
guy.
that does
in there.
sound familiar. Like we
Yeah.
just threw somebody in.
I don't know.
But maybe not.
Okay.
It's hard to say. We've done so many episodes now. It's hard.
It's
to...
true. It's
I remember
true.
at the beginning. Yeah, we could quote like a whole episode.
All right, so now what we got to do is deal with left field and center field.
Yeah.
Well,
And Duke's in one of them.
Yeah, Duke's
Du-
in. He's just a matter
well,
of which
maybe.
one he's playing. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe at this
Yeah.
point.
He we thought he was safe for being a good guy, but I guess not.
okay. So Betts is now the short.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mookie's shortstop.
And Shohei's in right. Piazza's the DH.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shohei's in,
So we have
and Duke Snider's one of them.
we have Duke Snider, something Davis, and Bellinger as the 3 guys for 2 spots.
And Matt Kemp.
Oh, and Matt Kemp. Yeah, I forgot about Matt Kemp. Yeah, my bad. So we have
we got-
4 guys for 2 spots.
Really, we got 3 guys for 1 if we all have
It's
Snyder.
Bellinger, Kemp, and Davis, right? That we're competing with for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like all 3 of them have sort of similar.
They're all pretty similar. Like,
Yeah, I don't think we're missing a ton if we go one way or the other.
Well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I did think it that way. I thought Davis was the guy with the gold gloves that didn't hit, and the other 2 were hitters that may not be don't have any gold gloves.
Kemp had gold gloves.
Did he?
I think yeah, a couple.
Yeah, Kemp had like 2 gold gloves, 3
Was
all
Kemp
stars.
a center fielder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I fucked up too because Bellinger has a gold glove too.
I'll come off Davis, but I can't decide which one of the other 2 to go with.
Well, since you're leaving me again, I'm going to Matt Kemp.
All right. Well, I'll go with you to Kemp.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like Matt Kemp.
So 2 Davis going to Kemp?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Man, my guy's got an MVP.
But he's not the Bison.
It's true. He is definitely not the
He
Bison.
wasn't in my 2K12, the show.
He's Cody Love.
Cody. Yeah, he deserves to go home. Your nickname's Cody Love. Get out of here.
I like to eat grass.
All right, Matt Kemp it is, I guess.
All right. So Snyder in left and Kemp in center.
Sure.
Got him again.
Another one for Wade. I can.
I had a 1. You guys just fuck you, Alex. We're not gonna talk about your guy.
We'll
Where
pick better
guy
guys
is-
that I like. Alex, start picking
You don't
guys.
even know who Matt Kemp is.
Yes, I do.
He played before you were alive.
He played at OB the show. He knows. Had a light tan bat. He looked, and his power meter was all the way up. He was appealing to a little kid's eyes.
Little kid died.
Are we good then?
So you said Duke in left and Kemp in center?
Yeah.
Fine,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that makes our Dodgers team as follows: at catcher, Roy Campanella; at first base, Freddie Freeman; at second base, Jackie Robinson; at third base, Steve Garvey; at shortstop, Mookie Betts; and left field, Duke Snider; and center field, Matt Kemp; and right field, Shohei Ohtani; at DH, Mike Piazza; starting pitcher, Sandy Koufax; and relief pitcher, Kenley Jansen. I'll be honest with you guys. We ended up with a pretty good team here.
We did.
Between Koufax and some of those guys that can mash, it's gonna be pretty nasty.
There's gonna be some nasty teams in the National League.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, part of me is just like, I'm sorry, guys. We already know who wins. Like, so, like, it's the fucking Yankees, and, like, I'm not sure that anybody can even play with them. So,
Well, their pitching is not.
I mean, they have a Hall of Fame pitcher. He's just not Sandy Koufax. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
I don't know. Some of these other teams are.
There was like one or two other teams.
The Braves were nasty.
I can't remember.
The Dodgers are nasty. The Giants were good.
yeah, Giants
The
are-
Cardinals are good. Who else in the American League am I forgetting?
The
Your
Red
Red-
Sox
your-
should
your
have
Red-
a good one.
Yeah, your Red Sox are pretty good, weren't they?
Loaded.
Oh, they are good. I'm not saying they're not, but I just
Who
mean,
else?
Like, I mean, like,
The Braves should have a pretty damn good one, shouldn't they?
The Reds were good.
Oh, yeah, because you got the
Man.
70s Reds and then mixed with
Yeah.
all the other guys.
Right.
We did make a really good
The
Red
Pirates
team.
were
We had a
actually
really good
decent.
Reds team.
Pirates were good. We left off some Hall of Famers in the outfield.
I forgot about the Reds because the Reds are like Bench, Votto, the Hall of Fame.
Morgan.
Joe Morgan. Yeah.
Larkin. Who was the third?
We put Pete Rose at third in the
Pete
outfield.
Rose at third. Yeah, the guy that mashed on the Big Red Machine. Foster.
Yeah.
Griff. We didn't go with Griffey.
No, we didn't. We went with another
Eric
outfield.
Davis.
Eric Davis.
Who was in right?
Yeah, I don't remember. Then we put Adam Dunn at
Adam
DH.
Dunn at DH. Yeah.
Automatic 40 home runs.
Yeah.
And then they have a really
Good
good
player.
old pitcher, don't they? Don't they have a really good?
Well,
And then Aroldis Chapman's their closer.
Well, the pitcher because.
I think it was my guy. It's an older.
Well, I thought me
Tom
and
Seaver.
No.
Uncle Doug went with the guy that won the World Series MVP, and
Yeah.
you went with a different guy.
I went
And
with
Alex went with an older guy.
I
That
went with
there.
Seaver.
Yeah, Alex had
Yeah.
Tom
I
Seaver,
knew somebody had Seaver.
and I went with like an old guy who had like 2 Cy Youngs, an ERA
Yeah.
title, something.
Yumi went with he's like a Dominican guy. He was
Well, here, yeah, just look
he
it
won
up,
like
man.
World Series MVP or something.
Yeah.
In the '90s when they won it with Larkin. His name's escaping me right now.
What were you saying?
Their good pitcher on.
Oh, Bip Roberts.
I don't think that's the guy we went with.
Are you sure?
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know.
Pretty sure it was
Finding
Roberts.
Reds,
Are we still recording?
Or
Yeah.
Jose Rio.
Rio. There you
Rio.
go.
Yeah.
I think that's who me and Uncle Doug went with.
Yeah.
I thought that's who we went with, but I don't know. I could be
Yep.
wrong.
Jose Rio. That's who was in.
Yeah. And then we had
That's
Chapman.
who it was.
Yep. Chapman. Bench, Votto, Morgan, Rose, Barry Larkin. Jordan
You're not
Foster,
talking into
Eric
your
Davis,
mic.
And Frank Robinson.
Frank Robinson.
You're not talking into your mic.
Sorry.
Yeah, we left out maybe their best player, Frank Robinson. in
Frank
right field.
Robinson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we forgot Frank Robinson.
Probably like one of the 8 or 9 best players of all time.
And Adam Dunn's at DH.
Mashing, baby. Striking out, walking, or mashing.
But yeah, the Yankees and the Red Sox. Who else in the American League?
I feel like the Orioles were good.
Yeah, they got a lot of older guys.
They have a bunch
Yeah.
of older guys, but not. Once we got out of the AL East, unless I'm forgetting someone, there wasn't really
Not a lot.
tons of like really dominant teams. I'm trying to think.
Well, when one team in your conference wins 27 fucking World Series, I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, the A's were good.
the A's, yeah, you're
The
right.
A's.
Well, that's the thing. The A's, we were leaving off Hall of Famer. Like they had like 5 or 6 Hall of Fame starting pitchers, so we
right.
had
That we had to
argue
leave
about.
off.
Yeah, and of course they had multiple great closers.
Well, I remember we in the one of the other episodes we fought forever about Vita Blue and Lefty Grove.
Right.
Yeah.
I had Lefty
that's the-
Grove.
that's the
you had
A's,
Vita
yeah.
Blue.
Yeah.
I don't remember who Drew had, but
Ooh, weren't the Tigers good?
the Tigers might have been good.
Because they
they were
have
kind of spread out. Thought we good players.
they have the really old like Ty Cobb and
Yeah.
Al Kaline,
not that
Ty
Kaline,
Cobb, Al
yeah.
Kaline,
Miguel Cabrera.
They had a really
Miguel
good
Cabrera.
pitcher too, didn't they? They have
Yes.
Warren Spahn.
Spawn, or
They had, like-
wasn't Palmer there?
well, they had like 3 pitchers that won
I thought
MVPs.
Palmer's with the Orioles.
Palmer's with the Orioles.
Palmer
yeah.
with the
So
Orioles.
then they had 3 pitchers that won the MVP, right?
Well, we had that Tigers team is one of the team we put 2 Cy Young guys. We put a Cy Young starter and a Cy Young reliever.
Yeah.
yeah,
The Tigers should have Pudge Rodriguez too.
yeah. I think we did put Pudge on there, yeah.
So you have.
And was it Hank Greenberg?
Oh yeah, Hank
Oh, yeah.
Greenberg, yeah, big
Yeah,
matcher.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one.
Do they have another? Do they have another old guy? that was really good? Or am I just thinking of Hank Greenberg? I want to say there was another one
Probably is. They were
from
good.
like the
then.
30s, 40s era. That
Yeah,
a
they
bunch
had
of-
some really good guys.
Yeah,
back
so
in
yeah,
the
it's
day.
probably the Tigers, the Red Sox, the
I
Yankees.
kind of feel like the Indians were pretty good though.
I think they were solid.
Yeah, they were.
I
They
don't
were
remember them
solid.
being like a juggernaut. but
We
they
just
were
got
solid.
upset with Omar Vizquel.
Hey, it's Jimmy's team.
The next time I talked to Jimmy, which was just a few weeks ago, he came up to me and goes, I think if I remember this correctly, it's like, so, I fucked you, huh? Or it's like, or you got fucked or something. Was that how? Yeah, I was like, kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Omar Vizquel.
All right, gents. I think that's our team, so we'll turn it over to Ray.
One last time, Ray.
One last time, guys.
I'm coming for you, Drew.
ride.
One last ride.
I'll do
5
this
questions.
one blindfolded way.
Well, considering I have 13 points, I don't think it's going to affect me.
The Dodgers. The only thing that's being competed is if Doug and Alex can combine to beat Drew at
Yeah.
this point. Drew is overwhelmingly the leader for like the last 15 weeks.
I'll see if I can get me and Brock past Uncle Doug.
Yeah.
I love this. We're combining.
That's right.
I got you, Brock. Let's go.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
See how this week goes. What legendary broadcaster called Dodger games from 1950 through 2016?
I keep thinking of the wrong guy's name.
I
It's pissing me
know.
off.
I know. I should know this.
You know what the first name I thought of? I thought of the college basketball announcer,
Dick
Dickie.
Vitale.
That's what I almost
Dickie
wrote
V.
down.
Dickie V.
For some reason, that's the name that popped in my head.
He's all. I actually have a college basketball game for my PS3, and he's the announcer. Like, oh man, what a three! You know his voice. And
Yeah.
so,
This guy's like the most popular announcer of all time, and I can't remember his name. So I keep thinking of Dick Vitale.
Dick Vitale.
Oh, that's funny.
Could you imagine doing one team for that long? That's your job. You just watch this franchise forever.
Hey, that's
The
a
Yankees
great
had one,
freaking
too.
job security.
I mean, it'd be cool to do. Like, it's meant like where he started, like to the end, like to watch it grow. It'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm having a brain fart. I can't think of his name.
I think I got it.
I got it something written down.
I ain't
Okay.
gonna worry about it. Just go.
I went with Vin Scully.
There
Vin
you go.
Scully,
That's
yeah.
it.
Vin Scully is the points.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna think of that in time.
All right. Well, I matched him, Alex. We're still in it.
Yep.
We're still in it. Sorry, Brock. Uncle Doug's pulling away. Uncle Doug's hit a heater.
That's right. I'm on a stretch of at least getting one, so at least scoring.
All right, question number 2. The Dodgers were the first MLB team to allow a female sports journalist into the locker room. Who was the journalist?
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what female journalist.
Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe.
Well, what's love got to do with it?
What's love got to do?
I like how me and Drew instantly broke out.
Well, you can go with Golden Eye.
All right, I wrote somebody down.
You might be the only one. I don't know.
I'm passing.
I'll hit the pass.
I put Shelly.
I put Kramer.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing? Anita Martini.
I should have known.
Sounds like a
I
drink.
know.
Right.
Kind of.
Maybe she gives out good drinks.
Her name was actually Shelly. I would have laughed so hard.
All right. Question number 3. Who did the Dodgers defeat to win their first World Series?
Jeez.
I have a guess.
I gotta
There's
get
one team that everyone faces in the World Series. You can probably wrte them down.
Yeah.
It's a good guess.
It's a good guess. Yeah.
And
always
they're
a
in
good
the
guess.
opposite league.
400 points for Yankees.
Yankees.
Who are the Yankees?
That will be correct across the board.
There we go.
That's so stupid.
We gain on Drew, Alex. Because we both got it.
That's right.
I'm not even upset because you two are having to combine forces to try and defeat me.
And I'm staying ahead of Wade and Brock.
Oh no!
I got to match Wade.
I can't. This is ridiculous.
Brock's led me down.
He's let us all down.
Poor Brock. Catching shade, not even here.
All right.
He was leading at one point.
Question number 4 is a 2-pointer.
Oh.
How many World Series did the Dodgers lose before winning their first championship?
Oh, I have no idea. By the way, the Yankees have played in 41 World Series.
Wow.
What's the two parts? Is it
They
just...
are a very good
I don't know. I'm
guess.
trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Ray said this is two parts, but I'm trying to figure out what I have to
I
put
mean,
down.
two
For...
parts. What?
Oh, and how many World Series did the Dodgers lose before winning their first championship? And who did they lose to?
Oh.
So how many?
Like, you want it like in all
the
of them?
the team name.
Is it the same team? Or do you
Well, I
got-
can't tell you that.
Oh, gosh. I got to write multiple teams
Well,
now?
we got to figure out how many teams to write down. I don't.
Well, I mean, it's
All right.
how many did they lose, and who did they lose to?
Okay.
All right, I got my answer.
I got an answer.
I got my answers.
You good, Wade?
Yeah, I'm just writing shit down. Yeah.
Alright.
Let's go for
I
it.
said 3 and Yankees.
I put
Okay.
5 in the Yankees.
I put 4 in Yankees and Orioles.
I put 1 in Yankees.
Okay, Drew got both.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
What is it?
Doug got one. It's 5 times, and they're all the Yankees.
Oh, okay.
So I get a point for the Yankees.
I put Yankees.
Okay, so everybody gets 1 point, and Drew gets 2.
Okay. So by Alex and I both getting a point, we tied you. So we're hanging in.
What a loser you are, Drew. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Matching two people's other scores.
Why don't you do a little better with yourself here?
I'm actually matching it tonight, 3-3.
All right,
Wait.
final question.
We'll add it up all in the end. Just so you know.
Thought that'd be my...
And this one is also a 2-pointer. What did the Dodgers player... Hold on here. What did Dodger players win if they hit the Abe Stark sign at Ebbets Field?
The what sign?
It ebbs.
What was the name of the sign?
I got it.
Abe Stark sign at Ebbets Field.
I don't know either one of those things.
Oh,
are.
Ebbets Field, yeah.
I mean, it's
The
over.
Abe Stark sign?
Yeah.
So what? You're just looking for what they...
I got an idea. Well,
I
gotta-
don't know. This,
So you're just looking for what they got, right?
yeah.
And this
Yeah,
is
let
just-
me. Yeah, I'll just. It's not a 2-pointer. It's a 1-pointer. What did
Okay.
they? What did they win when they hit the Abe Stark sign?
Also,
If we have time, I'd like to.
I thought I...
'Cause I really.
I feel like I'm missing a point, by the way, Ray. I think I'm at 4 already. So I got that double one. Then I get the first 2. I missed one in the middle.
Does it matter, Drew?
I want to make sure my total's right. So I know I missed the women reporter one, and I got the one with you right with Vin Scully.
yeah.
What was the one after that?
What was the second question?
What was the second question?
The what?
What was the second question?
What is this? The one I'm asking?
The second question.
No, the second
What was-
question of like our segment, like after the Vin Scully question.
What was the second question?
Oh, freaking man, I don't know.
But I don't know. I can't remember. It wasn't the female reporter.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the second question was the female reporter.
Okay, then what was the one after that?
There was 2 world.
The legendary broadcaster.
That was the
That's the first question. I got
Oh, that's the
that.
first one. Okay.
I didn't get the reporter,
2 different World Series questions.
and I got all.
It's
I sh-
Hold on.
5 in Yankees.
Let me
Yeah, it
get
should
through
be
my
at 4.
Rolodex here.
But I got all. I got.
Who did the Dodgers defeat to win their first World
Yeah,
Series?
That's
Yeah.
2 Yankees. Yeah, I should be at 4.
You're probably
Yeah,
4 because
it
you got
should
the
be at
2-pointer. So
Yes.
yeah, so you're at 4.
Yeah.
Mr. Technicality.
I'm just one
Let's
behind.
get through the 5th question here, Drew, and then we can do.
Oh, I
I,
got-
said, I said steak.
Okay,
What did
steak.
you say, Dad?
I said a car.
Okay,
Don't give a fuck.
okay.
It is. What is a suit?
It's a suit. So he got 5.
Woo! On my way out.
And Alex and I got 5. So we maintained our lead.
That's right.
It's ridiculous.
That's right.
Oh my
That's you guys. So it's about. No,
It is.
you guys are the losers.
You know what?
All I need now is basketball trivia for my triple crown.
Oh my God. Who is that?
Only problem is, Wade, you gotta show up.
Yeah, wait, you don't meet the episode requirement for the award.
I don't make the 55 games. 65.
I'm definitely not.
All right, Drew won trivia. Congratulations. All right, now, appreciate you tuning in for this Dodgers episode.
I think I got a stale cookie over here.
We would appreciate you tuning in next week for the city of Dallas.
Oh, gosh.
Dallas, Mount Rushmore is next week's topic.
Troy Aikman, baby.
And then so we will be moving forward with, I think we have 19 places, something like that.
Okay.
That we're going to. We require that they have at least 3 professional sports teams, in order for the city to count, which actually took out a lot more cities than I thought it would.
Yeah, a lot of ones just have 2.
Yeah. So that being said, we'll be back here next week for Dallas Mount Rushmore. Thanks for tuning in to Sports the NEMO Way.